Hey, Mark and Joey here on a special Saturday night edition. Usually we would have done Saturday morning before the third round, but as we talked about as we got ready for this event, this is the event that everything changes as far as FedEx Cup is concerned, guys keeping their cards. So we thought a Saturday night going into Sunday was a more important show, so that's what we've done. Some guys going into Sunday with their lives in the balance. I mean, it's just golf, but their golf life in the balance,
Big deal, yeah.
and their whole family life if they can do well here, get in the FedEx Cup, and certainly keeping their cards. So just going to let Joey go through his. He's got the player that's the closest, although I got two that are relatively close and have maybe a chance if they shoot a really low round. But we'll go there, and then I'm going to talk about some of the players that have made moves in the FedEx Cup here, and guys that maybe getting themselves in the event that weren't in there before.
Yeah, so I had three guys miss the cut. Spieth actually played today, but they had an extra cut and shot +6 today. So disappointing third round for him. He misses the third round cut. Won't affect whether he makes the FedEx Cup or not. Luke List and Nick Waddy both missed the cut as well. They should still get in the FedEx Cup, though, because they were in decent positions going in. Now, the story of the week for me, I picked him, but he's also story of the week kind of because of what's been going on with all the other young guys, also needing to win to make the FedEx Cup, is Viktor Hovland. Now, Viktor Hovland was the guy at the U.S. Open. You know, everyone's raving about it. He won the USAM there. Had a great U.S. Open, obviously, even had a great couple pro events. But these other guys, Matt Wolff and Colin Morikawa, came out and won ahead of him, and it was kind of unexpected, really. He's really now the third guy that needs to get it done. He was really the favorite, but now he's the last kind of that group of three there that came out on tour and were firing right away, including the one event Matt Wolff won. Even Hovland had a chance a little bit earlier in that day. So Hovland's now the last guy. You know, Morikawa's got his win at the.
It's hard to have that much pressure in your first couple of months, but
well, I wouldn't call it pressure. It's
Yeah.
just I think when you see Matt Wolff win, he's now got his 3 years. You know, Morikawa's got his 2 years. And you still might have to go down to the web.com finals or Corn Ferry Tour finals now to get your card for next year. I think a top 3 finish gets him his status for next year, but a win obviously gets you a couple years, guaranteed starts next year, freedom of picking events. So he's now kind of that last guy and really doesn't qualify for the FedEx Cup. Even if he finishes third, which gives him enough points for a card next year, he doesn't get to play the playoffs unless he wins, because that's the only way to become an actual member. So now a little pressure on him. He is 5th, 14 under, 3 back shot, 6 under. I picked him at the beginning of the week thinking he'd be motivated to be the last one now to get it done. Hopefully he can. And, you know, big day tomorrow for him. He's got to go get that win if he wants to play in the FedEx Cup playoffs and join his fellow college mates, Wolff and Morikawa, with wins this year in the back half of the season.
Yeah, for sure. And unfortunately, my newspaper headline didn't work out. Wyndham wins Wyndham. Just didn't happen.
No.
He didn't make the cut, unfortunately. He's another one of those young guys that had a shot to win 3 or 4 weeks ago. Did not do it. He has some challenges. He's got kind of that intenseness of him. He can struggle off the tee. And obviously this week could not make it happen. I do have a couple guys, though, that are within that. Sorry about the glasses, but goes with our age here. But we do have 2 of my guys at -10. So I've got Horschel, who I've taken the last couple of weeks. He's played well, just has not been able to get there. Tied 25th right now. Aaron Wise as well, another guy I think his form is coming together. -10 as well, and tied 25th. We'll also mention it's been actually a pretty good week for Canadians, and I think we had a leader actually going into today's round, not the same, backed up a little bit, which has been a Canadian problem for a lot of guys. But we have Corey Connors there, tied 25th. We got Adam Svensson there, tied 16th at -13. And we have Mackenzie Hughes, tied 10th. And that would be huge for him to get in there top 10. And he's safely in the FedEx Cup already. But it would be awesome to see him be able to do that now.
Yeah, the Canadian that's not, though, is Svensson. He needs a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, he needs a big day.
To order a move. I think he basically needs a win.
Well, he is, he can't even, he's got to get to, he's 171. And he's a big heralded player coming out of Canada. He's had 2 really great rounds of golf, like a 61, and then he shot 70 today. Like, that's been his history. He's missed 14 cuts this year. So it's been unfortunate for him, but he'll need to win. 171 is not going to get it done.
161 at the position he's at now.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just not going to get it done.
You got to get to 125.
He needs to do it. So let's look at some of the big moves here. We have our leader, and Joey, I'm going to let you go on the name here. You know him better than I do, I think.
Yeah, well, basically he goes by Ben On, but his name is
okay.
Ben Young On.
Yeah,
but he goes by Ben On if he's in the States. You know, most of these Japanese players or Korean players or Chinese players have an American name. He just goes by Ben.
Yeah.
We've actually seen him a little bit.
He's 82nd right now coming in, and he'll be 27th.
Well, that's with the win.
And that's crucial if he gets a win, because 30th gets you into that final week, so you want to be in there. This could be a great move for him. 82nd to 27th. The big move is Bryce Garnett. 121 going in. That puts you on the cusp of the 125 number, and he's in third. Now, if he can maintain this, he would move all the way to 65th. That puts you inside the top 70, which is week 2. And so we want to
really, the thing for him,
I'm
sure, going into this week is now you literally can't shoot bad enough tomorrow to miss.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't always. But he could be 65th, and that's what he wants to do, is continue to move up. If he could get there to get the win, he's only 1 stroke back. He can move up massively and put himself in great position. Ryan Armour's another one. He's gone from 117th, which again is a little bit of a dicey spot, to 83rd. And so he's solidifying his. These guys all need, I would say, no more than 70 tomorrow. No more than par would get them easily in. Might back them up a bit, but if they can get a nice round like they did today, -4, -5, they can move up even further and be close to the win. So, and the Joey's guy there, JT Poston went from 83 to 68 so far. Fabian Gomez, now he's a guy who was 179, went to 163. He would literally have to win. I don't even know if that's enough at that number. So,
well, win automatically. First of all, it's 500 points, and yet normally it's around 250 points, or his last card, believe it or not.
Right.
So he would probably get in with, obviously, with a win. You'd also, the thing about a win, though, is you automatically get status for 3 years. You know, that's what a win does.
Yeah, for
Second place might even get him in. You'd probably lose the next week. But really, that win, man, that wins everything. First of all, you get to choose your events, plan your own schedule. You have priority over other players. You get 3 years exempt.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. But let's talk about something that's kind of really more interesting in a different way, which is Webb Simpson, who's had such a great career after the putter ban of the belly putter. One of the few who's really probably better off since it's happened. He's been playing for some fantastic golf. I probably would pick him to win. He's the logical pick to win. Should have the least amount of pressure tomorrow. He could be fun going in the FedEx Cup playoffs. He's easily a guy I could see on
he's going to be top 10.
Yeah, he could easily win the FedEx Cup, the whole thing, no problem. But a great, I just think, I like that story. You know, it's a guy who, he was actually the first one. He said he broke the putter as soon as he heard it. He didn't try to tinker with it. He broke the putter and said, I'm going to find another method. And has really had a great career since that. So he's really your guy to win tomorrow. It'd be a good win by him. But we'd rather see these other stories. I mean, the story would be Viktor Hovland for me. Obviously, I told you why. You see all these other guys like Fabian Gomez is life-changing. Viktor Hovland is going to be on the PGA Tour. Fabian Gomez
he's a rookie.
Is the story, or Svensson is the story of emotion.
Well, even Andrew Landry's gone from 132 and projected 120.
Wow.
So he's outside barely, inside barely. So he has to have a good round tomorrow.
Yeah, now the good thing for him is that's why his wins are important. He actually has another year. He can't lose his card.
No, I'm talking about FedEx Cup is what we're looking at right now. So he was outside at 132, now inside at 120. So he needs a good day tomorrow. He can't afford to back up at all. Yeah. You got Sepp Straka, who I have to be honest, I've not even heard of. 110 is at 94, really solidifying his spot.
Big weeks.
And then the real one is Patton Kazire, who's actually is a guy who's been around, and he's 129th this year, and he's currently 117. He had those right on the bubble.
Those back-to-back wins.
Yeah, a couple years
last year. He had 2 wins or 3 wins.
So he's struggled this year badly. And so there's a number of guys like that. Those are the key ones. Oh, look for Sean Stefani. 134, he's sitting at 125. That is the spot, 125.
That's some pressure, kids.
You think you're sleeping on a possible win sometimes? How much stress is there? You're sleeping on the 125th spot. This guy has a lot of stress going into tomorrow. So anyway, a lot of those spots come down to Aaron Wise, who was the guy I picked. He was 120 going in. He's only projected at 116, so he needs a big day tomorrow too. So many things can turn around. We talked about this on Wednesday's show, that you need to watch tomorrow's game of golf, because it's going to move everywhere. One stroke, one way or another, can mean so much more to these guys. So Austin Cook was 126. He's now 124. I mean, talk about hovering to and from one stroke. Either way, Austin Cook is going to be in or he's going to be out. So anyway, lots of these kinds of things are going to be there tomorrow. Watch the event. It'll be all day long. They'll be calling it, just like I mentioned before. Tense. The playoffs in the NFL on the last day with wild cards and everything. Every score matters to guys and everything. So look at it. It's not the kind of leaderboard you would typically be sort of talking up as far as Sunday's concerned with a whole bunch of top players there. But this means more to these guys than those top players in lots of cases.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny to think, you think of the guy battling for the win. Well, those guys at the top don't really have to worry about their cards tomorrow. You're right. It's going to be Sean Stephanie. It's going to be those guys that are going to be losing sleep tonight. And, I feel for them. It's going to be something else tomorrow, guys. It will be heart-wrenching. It'll be emotional. Someone's going to win. Someone's going to lose. Really,
somebody's going to go on a big party.
Well, and
someone's going home
Pat
and say,
Perez is
honey,
out.
I'm out.
Pat Perez misses the cut.
Yeah.
He doesn't even give himself a chance. He's out. Stuff like that. It's just got to be heart-wrenching. And, tomorrow's going to be that emotional day.
So we're looking forward to it. Fantastic day to watch golf. And we'll be back Monday morning with our recap along with all the other sports on the weekend. And we'll look forward to a really exciting Sunday in the PGA.